Hello everybody, happy Saturday. There's Vivi. There she is. Oh, looking nice, sitting everything. So people see when they come to my house. Let me turn this around. I'm allergic to stupid people. And speaking of stupid people, I'm going to just let Vivi in the house here. Okay, inside. Yeah, stupid people, that's where it was. So, Trump is being a real butthole to his supporters there. Just, I don't feel too sorry for them though. He had a rally a week ago. It was getting chilly. Everybody that was there had coats and scarves and hats on them and stuff. I went to this rally. He was late for it, of course. So they waited around all day to see him. He showed up, gave his speech. Now see, him and Kamala Harris, well, she started doing this, busing her folks in from the parking lot to the event because they didn't want to congest the streets and stuff like that. So after the event, the buses pull up, everybody gets on, gets bused back to their car. But see, with Trump, everything's a one-way street. Loyalty to him, not to you. He could care less about you, as long as he's getting his. So, all these people come out from the rally, and here they are, middle of nowhere. It's like midnight, it's freezing out, no buses. One bus pulls up and said, "This is the last bus." He goes, "What do you mean the last bus?" He said, "There's supposed to be 20 buses coming." But he says, "Oh no, this is the only one." But he's going, "Oh, there's something wrong here. This is criminal what they're doing here. This is criminal." And one guy that filmed it actually said that, the Democrats had something to do with this. They canceled those buses. No, Trump don't give a shit about you people. He doesn't. He just, one-way trip, that's all. Get you there and see you later. I done my bit. I showed up. I got on my helicopter, got on my nice warm airplane. By the time these people were starting to walk back, 2-hour walk back to the parking lot, by the time they were doing that, he was already in Mar-a-Lago. Nice and snug as a bug in a rug, him. Right? And these poor people were out there freezing. They had to walk. There was no, what else are they going to do? Campaign wasn't going to help them. In fact, the campaign sets all that stuff up, so I think they set them up to freeze their arse off is what they did. But that's not the only time it happened. In Nebraska, did the same thing. All those people out in that field were up to their ankles in mud, and it was cold. It was cold. It was like end of October, just before, I think it was before the 2022 election. He was always out. He's been campaigning since he started, so he's never stopped. But yeah, it was in Nebraska, and they were freezing. And they were all stranded out there. No way to get back. So, you think that would stop people from going to his rallies? Hell no. Whole bunch of them again. We're at a rally waiting for him. All the keynote speakers had all spoken. And Trump was an hour late, so the keynote speakers are done. All his buddies are done speaking. Does anybody fill in, do a song and a dance, or a little shuffle, or a little sway to some music? No. People are just standing there waiting. And then his campaign comes up with the bright idea to get him to do a video on his airplane. This big luxurious airplane with these white Corinthian leather seats and everything. He's sitting there saying, "Oh, I just had a really big, did a really big show with Rogan there." I don't know the guy's first name. I keep wanting to say Seth, but that's an insult to Seth Rogen. But yeah, did a good show with him, and then we did another one. There was lots of people. I gotta tell you, lots of people, so many people. He was in a sound studio with Rogan and him. That's it, just the two of them. For 3 hours, he sat there and jawed on with him. So, on the airplane, he tells the people, oh, stick around, I'll be there. I'm only 2 hours away. 2 hours away. This is at 7:30, 8 o'clock. He was supposed to already be up there. So 2 hours away. And these people, it'd be like 3 by the time he got from the airport into the event and stuff. So it'd be more like 3 hours. He expected those people were going to be there when he got back. Well, Ben Moiselis on the Midas Touch went ahead and did a little video that was sent in to him from some participants there. And they were leaving. As soon as they found out he was going to be another 2 to 3 hours, they were like, screw this. So they were lining up and they were leaving in droves. There was like, they were just pouring through the exit gates there. I don't know how they got home, but don't really matter. But yeah, he expected them, fully expected them to wait for him. And he's like, yeah, I hope you're going to have a big surprise. Yeah, well, I think he had the big surprise because I don't think anybody was there when he got back. I'm dying to see today. I haven't done much searching online today. But I'm dying to see how many people, or if he even showed up. I don't even know if he showed up. So I'd like to find that out. And I'd like to know how many people were there when he got there. Can't imagine there'd be too many. I'm thinking set deck and stuff would be tearing that stuff down. All the stage equipment and all that stuff with everybody leaving and all, right? Because Trump ain't going to pay them anyway. They might as well get their shit and go home. But, yeah, that's what he's doing for people. He don't care about them. Doesn't give 2 shits about them. Doesn't care. Where Kamala Harris showed up at her rally, she had almost 30,000 people at hers, all screeching and hollering and dancing. They had a great playlist. I was even dancing in the living room watching that. And they stayed right to the end. And even when she was with her Secret Service, when they were marching her out of there, she was still talking and stuff like that, and people were still dancing. Nobody was leaving. Tell you something? And one other little tidbit before I go. I was watching our news this morning on the CBC, and they were interviewing people, but if they lived in the States, who would they vote for, Trump or Harris? Out of the amount, they interviewed quite a few people too. And they said, over 63% of them said they'd vote for Harris in a heartbeat. There's no way they'd vote for Donald Trump. A few of them said, oh yeah, Trump. But that's what we call the freedom guys. They're usually all white supremacists and stuff like that. Freedom Party? Yeah, it's not. Freedom for them maybe, not for anybody else. They want to take our freedoms away so they can have more. Get away with more is more like it. But yeah, so Canada has a big stake in this. So I'm just saying, we wish you well, America. We wish you well. So I'm going to go in and upload this to you folks now. I love you so much, and thanks for hanging out with me for another little bit. I have lost 30 subscribers in the last week and a half or so. So we got to try and get those people back. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you think I'm doing something wrong, let me know. If you think I should change something up, let me know. Anyway, 99 loves you. Be good, be safe, and please be good to you first so you can be good to somebody else. I love you so much, and I love reading all your comments. I really do. Might not get to answer them all, but I do read them. Mwah. Vivi and I love you. Have a great weekend. Take care of you.